What is up, everyone? It is your boy AJ Tripp, and I'm coming at you here with Big Brother Week in Review. So, this week was supposed to be the week that Josh goes home. So, let's go back to late last week after the battle back. Cody is the winner. Comes back into the thing, and then to get into the game, and he gets to, and then they get the HOH competition, and it's you have to hold the red light up there like with your hand or something like that, and it was kind of amazing. It's actually pretty amazing that both Jess and Christmas said Christmas only had 1 foot, so that was kind of amazing. I'm always really surprised at like how you can do something like that. It's like for me, I know it's not made for big guys, but I always think that if I were to ever get on Big Brother, I would be okay at like some of those wall competitions, holding on to the wall or something like that. Who knows? Like I do have big feet, so I'm a bigger guy, so and they don't seem to do well. But I always think I had a chance. And Jason, excuse me, Jason was up there for a long time, so who knows? But those kind of things, I don't think maybe I could, because I get too fidgety and arms start hurting and things like that. So who knows what? But Jessica outlasts Christmas. She becomes HOH. She wants to try and gain fervor with the house. Favor, excuse me, I'm saying fervor. Gain favor with the house by not riling things up like she wants to. She wants to go after Paul. And maybe that's what she really should have done. But she doesn't. She says, let's keep gain some favor with the house, try to get back in the social game, and she goes after Josh and Ramses. Ramses is the pawn, Josh is her target. And so that's what we saw Sunday. But when the feeds came back Friday night, you could see there was already talk between Paul and Jason about keeping Josh and getting rid of Ramses, and it started then that Friday night, and all they needed to do was not have the noms changed. And Jessica, she went out and she won the power of veto too. So she had everything intact. She could have changed the noms, and she was thinking about doing so just so that she would make sure that Josh would go home, or even if they sent Alex home, it's fine. There's someone else that she didn't like, right? But she didn't. She kept the noms the same. And Josh played a perfect. He played this a perfect week. And actually, if he would do this every week, he would probably be even a bigger, he would even be a bigger, like, I'm not gonna say a bigger star, but maybe like a more prominent figure. Because right now Josh is just he's kind of just a fool. Talking about meatball this and meatball that and meatball and linguine and everything. I just have no freaking idea. I think I've said this in my past Big Brother reviews. I was good. I was rooting for Josh there for a little while, because what it looked like he was really upsetting the house, pissing the house off so much that it looked like that if Josh would go home, we would have another Devin situation. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, in season in season 16, right? I believe that's season 16. When Devin was eliminated, the whole house ran amok, cheering in celebration because Devin was gone. And listen, I didn't have live feeds back then. I followed people, but even the live feeders said they were like Devin might have been erratic and annoying and things like that, but he doesn't deserve that, and I hated seeing that. I really did. That doesn't show because he's not a bad person. He had a couple of bad weeks in the house. Turn some people off. You did what you're supposed to do. You put them up and you got rid of them, right? So that's but you let them, you send them out. See you later, and you don't think about them again, right? And that's what. But no, they started cheering and celebrating and everything, like happy days, oh yeah, and they're doing all that shit. And he said that really pissed me off. And so I didn't want that to happen to Josh this season. I really didn't. I don't want that to happen to anybody, but I didn't want that to happen to Josh. So I was rooting for him, and he was gaining. He was getting some advice from Christmas and stuff from Dominique, and he was gaining more momentum and gaining fervor back. In fervor. What do I want to keep saying? He's gaining fervor for it? Because that's not what the fuck I'm trying to say. He was gaining favor back with some of the house guests. He was, things like that. So, yeah, and let's face it. Also, that turn at the end of the week, that really helped too, right? That really helped too when they wanted to keep Christmas and they needed Josh to solidify the votes, and that helped. So they went ahead and that got them on his side as well. But there was some other things started doing the house. So Josh has gotten to a place now that if he is eliminated, I truly believe, and actually I think this will happen. Actually, I think Paul wouldn't let the Elise wouldn't let the other house guests go around cheering. Mark, Cody, Jessica, maybe even Elena, they might cheer and say good, and everything like that. But I don't think Paul would let the other house guests do that to Josh. So if Josh left, it wouldn't be a big deal. But again, going back to this week, where he just laid low. And that's what he needed to do. And that's what he really just she should continue to do. He shouldn't try to, get into Mark's face or get into, anything with Cody or Jessica. Let's continue to lay low. Hang out with Christmas. Hang out with Alex and Jason and Kevin and things like that. Now that he's out of that, he's not on slop anymore. Not a have not anymore. Just leave him out there. Just hang with Paul. And just, things like that. And there's nothing that needs to happen. Just let it slide for now. And I think all would be good. But that's not how Josh is. Josh has this thing, Mark threw the hot sauce and pickle juice in his face, and he really hasn't gotten over that. He keeps talking about he did it in front of his family. So and what I'm thinking is he has this thing. Is this thing inside of him that says that he should be beating Mark's up. He should be beating Mark's ass, right? He should be beating Mark's ass for doing that, but he can't because he's playing Big Brother. And he can't let Mark get away with it. So he's not going to sit up and be friendly with Mark, while his family's watching. So he has this thing with Mark now. And apparently he did something to his bed. And apparently yesterday he was banging pots and pans. Just like that chick from the Bad Girls Club. If y'all ain't gonna sleep, I ain't eating or whatever the hell she was doing. She banging the pots and pans. And Tanisha, her crazy ass, Tanisha from Bad Girls Club doing that. Yeah, apparently that's what Josh did. So production had to tell Mark, whatever happens tonight, don't touch him. They told him in the diary room, so whatever. So it's okay. But back to the story at hand. Let's see. So Josh played an undercover role, just laid low, and didn't say anything. He pretended like that he just want to go home and things like that. So and it was going to be a blindside, but Kevin came out of nowhere. He let Jessica in because he felt bad for Jessica. Being Jessica's originally from Boston, and you know, then Kevin is Kevin is you know, he let Jessica and Cody know that Ramsey might be going home, and so it wasn't a true shot, wasn't a true blindside like a lot of people, including myself, were worrying about. Although we still had Cody, he just you know, just like, you know, as mad as he want to be. And Cody is just, I mean, really, Cody has like, he's got no. I mean, it's. I don't know how he was cast. I really don't know what he did to get cast, because he's in that diary room and a lot of times in conversation he is stone faced. He is no animation whatsoever. I mean, there's nothing about him. I mean, I'm not saying put on something like what Josh does in Diary. Your boy with them big ball bikinis and everything like that. But you know, do something a little more, something like that. And so I don't know I don't know what he did to get cast. But whatever. Maybe it just was the fact that he was a Marine, and you know, they wanted to give him, a former Marine a chance or something, or maybe they liked that story or something. So who knows? But yeah, so then we get to last night, and they played it how I wanted them to play it. I wanted them to go by a vote. I wanted Judy to go by a vote. A 7-3. Josh, you are safe. Ramses, you have been evicted in the Big Brother. I want because it was going to be. And sometimes production, you know, if they know something's going to happen, they will add on to it for good TV. So I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they did. They should have did that the first week with Jillian. They didn't. But I'm glad they did it this week with Josh. You know, because Josh was like, yes, ma'am. And then he's gonna get up, and then he's there, yes, and then with Cody. So yeah, it was good fun. And then we had our first like mental count. We had to remember some things and things like that. And apparently, Paul told Elena Miami Beach when it was Myrtle Beach, and she said false on that. He said true, and yeah, and also Paul, throughout the week when Jess's HOH, Mark and Elena went back up there and get back into a thing with Jess and Cody. Basically get to a friendship kind of type thing. You go Paulie's word type thing. And so in the other house, they didn't like that because Jess and Cody are public enemy number 1 and public enemy number 2. And they should be trying to get them out the house. Right? And so they shouldn't be up there. That's what they see. Now that may be kind of petty and childish, but on one hand I can see that. And I can kind of see, you know, the other way too, where you should be able to, you know, to be with, you know, you should be able to go around and play your game how you want to play your game, but still know that, you know, but this is going on. So, but that didn't happen. So then, Josh stays, Ramses is evicted, they play the game, Paul wins HOH, and I know some people were saying that, you know, maybe Paul shouldn't have won because, you know, now he gets blood on his hands, but, you know, I'm someone that believes that you have to win, you should win competitions. That should be That should be part of your resume. If you continue to win and just continue to win and win everything that you can, win everything possible, right? You will come upon time when you don't. There'll be no need to lie, right? Because you're just gonna win everything. That to me is the perfect game. The perfect game is that you win everything that you go for, right? You win every power veto. You win every HOH you can until you get to that final one, and then you can sit there and say, I never had to lie. I never had to do this. Never had to do this. All I had to do was just play the game the way it was meant to be played, and I did it, and I won. $500,000, please. And if you have an social game where you are friendly with everybody, and you don't have to stab people in the back, and you don't have to lie to people, then bam, you get $500,000, and you're the best big brother player in history. So I think you do have to win. So if Paul is going to, if he's going to win, I think he has to continue to win, obviously, because he is a vet, and people will take that shot. Especially after last night when the blind side happened, Elena was not happy, and I saw read some things on Twitter today where Elena, I think, is starting to maybe get that thing of maybe Paul isn't as trustworthy as she thinks. Maybe Paul's not being as truthful to her as she would like to be. So that could be happening. So yeah, it is a. I put this on Twitter last night. I don't think Paul's time in the house is for very long. I don't, but I do think Elena is. I think three things. I think Elena is going to this is going to continue to eat at her, and she's going to take it out on Paul. That's one. I think two. He's going to put up Jessica and Cody, even though Jessica at the end of last night's live show said she has the temptation. She said, yeah. So he's going to put them up today. If they're not already up, I have not checked Twitter or anything like that. When I came home, I directly came here to do the Big Brother Weekend Review thing, and so if Jessica and Cody's on the block and stay on the block, and one of them on the block, she's going to use the temptation. They have a good shot at winning the next HOH. Then Paul could go before jury. As a matter of fact, he could go before jury. When it looked like at the beginning of the season, he was easily going to make it to jury. And there's also the third thing, which might come out sooner. Kevin can't keep his mouth shut. So at some point, Kevin is probably going to say that Paul asked him to do the hinky vote for Jillian and the hinky vote for Ramses. And then people are going to say, Paul was stirring shit up. And then they're going to do, and then, they're going to go after him. So one of those three things are going to happen, and I still think Paul is not long for this game. So for those who don't like Paul, don't worry. He's probably got 3 weeks at the most. I think 3 weeks at the most. But Paul did win HOH last night. He is supposed to be putting up Jessica and Cody today. They announced the curse for to Jessica taking the temptation. The curse is the temptation competition, and apparently it's not mandatory. So if you want to opt out, you can opt out of the competition. But whoever wins the competition is automatically safe for the week. Cannot be put up at any time, and the person who comes in last place is automatically nominated as a third nominee. So that's going to be interesting to see what goes down. Again, I have not checked to see if they've done it or anything like that. Last thing I know, that we were told about it, and then they put up the puppies and everything like that. Which, by the way, my first year of getting live feeds, I'm glad that they didn't do a lot of Jeff stuff, and they didn't do a lot of fish We do fishing now and then. But I'm glad to seeing the kitties. You don't show the puppies. I'm a cat person, but continue with the cats and the kitties. I love those things. That's a good touch by Big Brother with that. People on Twitter call it catfish. It's like when the Jeff would come up, they would call it Jeff fish. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it right now. Like I said, what's supposed to happen this week is Jess and Cody goes on the block. If one of those are still on the block by the time Thursday happens, we're going to get a temptation. Jessica is going to use her temptation to save herself and Cody or Cody, and then I think the week will either rewind and happen again, meaning Jessica once again will not play as an HOH, or Paul will not play since he is the HOH. He is the floating HOH, and Jessica and Cody will play, or it will just restart and everybody will get to play. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting. Can't wait to see what happens. We get the live show Sunday to see how this competition, comes out. This is almost like that the thing they did last year with the BB van, something like that, so that you could, then somebody could win and make a third nomination. So it's almost like that. So yes, I think that's pretty much it. Right? I think that was pretty much the weekend review. We'll see what happens this upcoming week. It should be fun. It should be interesting. It should be amazing. Like I've already said, we've got some because of this blind side, we've got Elena on a fast track becoming a raging lunatic wacko, in his house. Mark is maybe the same way because Josh is getting on his nerves, and Josh is that boy ain't right either. His bread ain't done. So there's a lot of things going on. So put your comments down below. Tell me what you guys have thought so far about this season, about what happened this past week. Let me know what you all guys are looking for now to happen in the future. And to me, and if you're watching this after Sunday, let me know in the comments what you think about the Temptation competition. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Just let me know down in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out my other Big Brother weekend reviews up in the upper left hand corner as well. That will be it for me right now. This is your boy AJ Tripp signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.